Welcome to Illumi Body, circus-inspired fitness for every body and every level. My name is Delia and I'm a touring circus artist. Today we're going to be doing some back bends. So make sure you have an elastic band, a chair and 2 pillows. We are going to start with the elastic band, so make sure you open it nice and wide, step right in the middle and see that there is some tension happening. We're going to be warming up the shoulders. So you start bending the wrist, keeping the wrist nice and straight, bringing the arm to the side and opening the shoulder all the way to the back so it brings a half a circle up. And then we're going to be extending that wrist on top there. Amazing. We're gonna go for 5 circles like this, nice and slow. Here you really want to protect your wrist. So when you reach all the way on top, you're going to extend it and then bring it back down. Let's go for 3 more. Keep your ribs in, keep your abs active. Awesome. We do one last round. Great. Okay, we're gonna switch the hand. You can give it a good shake. Sometimes the shoulder gets tired already from the warm-up, so just give it a good shake here and there, and we're gonna continue with the other side. Step in the middle, and let's go. We're gonna bend, open to the side, and half circle up. Extend, and the wrist also extends, and bring it back down. And this one we just do 5 repetitions, nice and slow. Open the elbow all the way up and bring it back down. Awesome. 3 more. Keep the ribs in, keep the abs active. Let's make 1 more. Gorgeous. All right, next one, I'm gonna stand with my side so you see me better. So you keep the feet position. You're gonna lean forward with your straight spine and bend your knees slightly. We're going to be lifting the shoulder blades together, and this kind of makes your arms pulse up and down. So you only want to move your shoulder blades together and apart. The movement should feel super tiny, but it should be quite difficult to do it a few rounds back to back. Let's go for 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Okay. Put the band aside, and we're going to be doing big circles with the arms. Here you don't have to hold your ribs in, just wake up the body. Nice, let's go for 5 to the front. Spread your fingers. And last 2. Awesome, interlock your fingers and stretch up. Make yourself nice and tall. Gorgeous, we go for head circles. So half to the front and then nice and slow half to the back. Okay, 1 more circle to this direction. And switch. Last 2. Last 1. Amazing. Okay. Keep your feet hip distance apart and place your hands against your thighs. Make sure your spine is straight and your shoulders are down. And we want to go for side bend that almost feels like you're between 2 walls. So it should feel really, really tight. And you don't want to lean forward or backwards, but you want to stay between those 2 walls. That's one in front of you and the other one is behind you. And you almost want to like slide that hand as low as you can to the lower part of your knee or even to the shin. Amazing. Keep reaching, keep your hand against your leg. We go for 3 more. Last one. Amazing. Okay, hands on your hips. And we go for nice and soft rolls through the spine. So you look up, arch, stick your bum out, and we're going to be squatting down. And at the bottom, curve your spine and roll up. And we go for these rolls 8 times. Nice and slow. Open the chest, squeeze the shoulder blades together, and go down. Deep breaths. Okay, last 4. 3. Amazing. 2. Last one. Gorgeous. Okay, we're gonna do a full body activation for a second, just to get the legs moving and waking up too. You're gonna rise to releve, so you lift your heels off the ground and you just find your balance. Just stay here, find your balance, and I'm gonna give you cues to think of. So think about your glutes activating. So you wanna squeeze your bum. You wanna think of your inner thighs, your outer thighs. Everything is slowly activating, coming together. And think of reaching those heels higher, higher, higher. Think of your abs activating, ribs are in, and you feel your spine extra long. So you keep thinking like you're shooting your tailbone to the ground and the top of your head is shooting towards the ceiling. And you hold this for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Amazing. Okay, give it a good shake. Now we're gonna grab the chair. Make sure you have space behind you. I have my pillows ready. We're gonna need them later. But we're gonna start with the chair. So there's this very classical stretch that you place your hands on something higher and then you kind of just sink through your shoulders. But this time what we wanna do is we're gonna place the palms facing each other. And when you're sinking through, you want to reach forward with those hands. So you just don't let them sink here, but when you go sinking through your shoulders, you want to reach those hands over that chair. Yeah, you don't physically go over the chair, but it's just a feeling. And this way, when you reach forward, palms facing each other, you can activate your lat. And we want to work the stretch through the whole body, so it comes from the core to your hands. Okay, palms facing each other, and start sinking through. Keep thinking as you would reach those hands forward. You might have to take a step even further back because you're reaching so much. Good, keep sinking through and keep reaching. I'm almost pushing my chair off the ground, and that's kind of the feeling that you want to have. Keep reaching, keep pushing. Keep shooting your tailbone out, so you have 2 directions, yeah? Through your fingertips and through your tailbone, 2 opposite directions, shooting out of the body. And keep holding, keep going deeper in, keep shooting out. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Slowly roll out. Okay, gorgeous. Shake it out. We're gonna go to the lower side of the chair and continue with a similar exercise. However, this time we're going to be placing our elbows on the chair. So make sure you have space, yeah? So you're not like too close to the chair. You want to be quite far out, so if you would lift your hands, you would lose your balance. Okay, this is the right placement. Elbows on the chair, palms together. And you're going to take your head through your arms. And here again, same thing. You want to reach your elbows forward. Elbows want to go forward. So the elbows are now like new fingertips, yeah? Keep reaching the elbows forward and at the same time sink through your shoulders. Keep reaching the elbows forward as if you would want to lift the chair or bed or wherever you're resting right now, as if you would want to push that away from you. Good, keep going. Keep pressing. Keep holding your max. Stay steady and breathe. Now I'm going to give you another physical cue. So I want you to think of your tailbone. Direct it out and lengthen your lower back. Lengthen it and shoot the tailbone back. And keep reaching with your elbows. Don't forget them. Deep breaths. Lengthen that lower spine. Good job. We hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Slowly exit. Awesome. If you felt something in your lat area, amazing. This is what you want to target, and that's where the pushing forward and elongating it from here comes from. You can even test it out when you're just standing and you extend your arms over your head. So if you would just lift it here, we're not really tackling the lat, but if you would rotate and reach with your pinky finger, you would feel it a bit more here. Yeah, awesome. So you would want to do this every time you're stretching with the chair. Coolio. Okay, we're gonna make some more space, putting the chair on this side. This time we're gonna grab the pillows. Alrighty. We're gonna have one pillow in the center, and this is where your hips are going to be resting. So the pillow doesn't have to be too big or too small. Nice medium-sized pillow. So you feel like your hips are a little bit like off the ground. They're a little more like elevated. Alrighty, so we're gonna stay here. Rest on the ground on your pillow. And we're going to be elongating through the toes. You wanna focus on your left leg and start lifting it and reaching it further away from your body. Keep lifting, keep reaching. And bring it back down. And this is the slow tempo. We're gonna go now with the other side. Lift and reach. Imagine like your leg wants to like go away from your hip. That it's elongating so much. And switch. Awesome. Lift, 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 lift. And place it back down. We do 5 more. 5. Lift, 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 and down. And 4. And down. And 3. And down. And 2. And down. And 1. And down. Amazing. Place both of your hands next to your chest and lift yourself up to Cobra. This pillow should give you this very elevated, lifted feeling, and that's awesome. Just roll with it, enjoy. Alrighty, we're gonna twist. So find your maximum Cobra, and you're gonna twist. Look at your heels, and come back. Switch to the other side. A few twists to wake up the spine. 2 more twists to each side. Amazing. Okay, bend your legs. Keep the Cobra. Keep the bend. Awesome. Okay. Lift yourself up to all fours and sit back on your heels and rest your head on the pillow. Give it a little wiggle on your hips. You did a good job. So this was the first kind of most compressed position, and we're gonna go through a few more. So between each of them, you're always welcome to just return here and rest your spine out. All right, slowly roll up. Awesome. Place the pillow on the side. We're gonna return to it in a second and grab your elastic band. Alrighty, so we're going to be attaching the elastic band on our feet. So place your feet over the elastic band, cross it over. So you have a nice little cross here. It's going to be holding the feet together. Okay, and grab the edges of the elastic band. We're going to be bringing the arms behind, and already here, watch out that you don't stay in this lounge position here, yeah? Ribs are in, and you're gonna tuck the pelvis into. Okay, abs are active, ribs are in, amazing. And then from here, what you wanna do is you keep the ribs in, but you go out with the tailbone and come back in. So it's almost like you wanna see if you can touch the elastic band with your tailbone. We do just a few rounds so you get the idea of holding your ribs together. Keep the ribs in. It's easy to lose them here. Awesome. Last round. Gorgeous. Okay. Now we're going to open the ribs. So quite consciously, you're going to be bringing the hands back, and you want to straighten that band. It's quite hard, and your hands might start to shake like mine, and that's perfectly fine. We're going to do a few more rounds, just opening and closing, opening and closing, and opening and closing. Cool. Let's take a little break. As it's quite intensive for the arms, and to keep the core together while you want to work with the shoulder mobility, it often feels more tiring for the rest of the body than for the shoulders itself. But that's perfectly normal, because all the muscles that are going to run into the shoulder, they are either on your arm or on your core. So usually these are the parts that are getting the most tired. We have a few more repetitions to go here. So cross it. All right, and once you have your setup, this time we are gonna keep our hands bent, and we're gonna be sitting all the way down to our heels. And when you are reaching your heels with your bum, you wanna extend your arms behind you. So you can even look up, yeah? When you rise up here, you keep looking straight, so forward. And when you will be sitting, you're gonna be looking up. And then you would come back here. Alrighty, so this is the repetition. Let's go for 6 rounds. Let's go and sink in, sit, look up, reach back, and come back. Collect yourself. Let's go. 5 more. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Gorgeous. Okay, give it a good break. Take your feet out. So this was quite intensive one for the arms. Especially when your band is tight, it sometimes feels impossible to straighten your arms fully, and that's totally fine. As long as you keep working with your whole body, so everything is active. You don't need to go to your end range always. Sometimes it's good to just drill the correct muscle connections. Okay, we're gonna have the pillow. We're gonna place it back in front of us. Now, if your pillow is more to the smaller and thinner side, grab 2. I think mine is good enough for now. However, if you have 2, you can place them like this. So it will give you a bit of more like elevation in here. All right, but I'm gonna start with 1. You just want to feel like supported in your hips, and that's the whole goal of having this pillow here. Awesome. We're gonna grab the elastic band again, and we're gonna go for hooking our leg in the elastic band. Make sure that both ends are equal length. Awesome. You want to flex that leg because then it prevents the elastic band to just like whiplash you. Alrighty, and we're gonna go for an opposite arm, opposite leg. So the whole goal of this exercise is to get your body as high as possible, and you're going to be extending the leg and the arm at the same time and using your supporting hand to lift you up. And once you are all the way to your max, that leg is going to pull your arm even more back. Yeah, so even if your lift is here, the leg will do the rest and stretch your arm. Alrighty, let's go. We're gonna go for 8 repetitions. Place your hand next to your chest and let's go. 1, reaching up and down, and 2, deep breaths, and down, and 3, and down, and 4, and down, 5, and down, 3 more, and down, last 2, and down, last 1. Gorgeous. Okay, switch the leg. And switch the arm, so you have opposite arm, opposite leg always working. Let's go. 8 repetitions. You have the supporting arm next to your chest, and you're gonna rise up. Rise up to your maximum lift and use that leg to push further. Amazing. Now you know your limits. We have 7 more to go. Six more. More. 3 more. 2. Last one. Amazing. Okay, take a break. Both hands on the ground. Lift up to cobra and sit back. Rest your head on the pillow. Good job. Your arms must be exhausted. All of these drills you can vary between, like 8 to 12, depending on the day. Sometimes you want to push yourself, sometimes you don't. So you're welcome to always do less repetitions. All right, slowly roll up. Okay, we have one last treat before we call it a day. So come to your all fours, and from here you're gonna place your hands on your fingertips further away from you, and you want to place your chest down. So find this nice placement where you can put your chest on the ground. Fix my microphone here. Okay, so chest is on the ground, tailbone is shooting up. Good, and hold and breathe. Alright, now hold your position and try to think of that elongated feeling like we talked about on the chair. So you want to reach your elbows forward and imagine like you would still keep your fingers on the mat, but you want to almost like rotate the palms towards each other. So keep reaching forward and see if this gives you more space to sink further into the mat with your chest, so you can get a deeper arch in there. Keep breathing. Gorgeous. Alrighty. And slowly exit. this is it, guys. We're gonna be sitting on our bums, resting it out. Take a deep breath, use your hands, bring your palms together, intertwine your fingers and reach up. Wiggle your spine. All right, both hands on your knees, curve the spine, chin to the chest, and roll back so your feet can lift off the ground, so keep your spine nice and curved. A few more breaths. Neutralize the spine. Amazing. And roll up, straighten your spine. Open your hands and give yourself a nice tight hug. You did it. Thank you for joining and see you next time.